Hello and welcome to Coloring Countdown to Christmas. Today I'm working with markers like I teased yesterday. And I thought this particular coloring page here in the vintage Christmas greeting cards coloring book would be very suitable for markers. It has very large sections there, especially in the background, looking like stone. So I could use my alcohol markers that do bleed very much, but I don't mind with that background because, well, I'm having very similar colors, and having them bleed over the harsh lines actually makes it look more natural. I'm staying with the cold grays in the background. I think it looks like marble stone, maybe, I don't know. It looks stony to me, the background, so I colored it in different kinds of gray. The sentiment, on the other hand, is on parchment paper or any other old paper. So I decided to go with skin tones and neutrals there to color that, and have a slightly yellow greenish tint going on for the shaded areas, because again it's a very old piece of paper there, I guess, so I wanted to color it accordingly. Unfortunately off frame, but you will see it in a second there. Ta-da! There's the horseshoe that I colored in blue and a bit of teal. And I don't want to have bleeding going on with the sentiment here or the greeting, so I switched to Tombow markers, which are Indian ink instead of whatever alcohol ink thing in the Spectrum Noirs or the Copics. So it's not bleeding as much, it's way more controllable. And I'm just coloring the sentiment with the Tombows to make sure that I don't have any bleeding going on and the words be, well, readable in the end there. So once I had that done, I switched over to the polychromos to color, what's he called? Father Snow? Oh, I had looked it up. It's pretty much the Santa Claus, but in the Nordics and the Orthodox Russian, for example, Russian area. So in Germany it's called Väterchen Frost, which is very close to what Santa represents in the Western world, but he is related to the season of winter and snow and not necessarily to the Christian holiday there. So that is why I gave the greenery around his head a more cooler tint, because usually he has a very lovely blue coat and stuff, so I thought, okay, let's have that represented in the way I color the green parts, having a bit more of the blue in there than the yellow, for example. That's how you mix green, folks. So that is why I chose those teal colors and the cold greens for the green parts. The skin tone of that little kiddo is more on the yellow part because, well, it gets brown hair, very dark brown hair. So I thought, okay, it might be of a region that is maybe a bit closer to Mongolia, where you have rather the yellowish skin tone, very dark hair, and that is definitely also in the region where there is Father Snow or Father Frost, Christmas, whatever. So I thought, that would fit. And the Frosty Father is colored a bit more on the paler part, has a bit more rose-colored skin, but also having cold gray in the hair, so it just fits a bit better. For the berries, I did use a maroon skin tone red, and for the tiny ones there, I'm using gel pen because I cannot get into those tiny parts without going over the lines with any other medium, adding a bit of white gel pen, a bit of detail, and that's that. Ta-da! I hope you enjoyed. Have fun, everybody. Have a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to see you tomorrow with a new video. It's gonna have Inktense pencils in there. See ya.